Hey, so I'm going to be directing a World War II short film in 2 weeks in Paris. And I kind of wanted to show you how I work. This is the document of presentation that I have. The film is called Max. It's happening in World War II in 1943 in France. And I wanted to show you a little bit of how this works. It's called Milanote, and it's a fantastic way to collaborate with your crew members. I wanted to go through with you guys with the process of how we're making this film. And we could look at, shot list and mood board and costumes and makeup. And it's in French right now because the whole film is in French. It's actually the first time I'm directing in French. On the locations, for example, what's really interesting, so it's happening in a underground setting. Sort of bunker type thing where the leader of the resistance, the chief of the resistance, right here, his name is Jean Moulin, also called Max, and he will go head to head with the chief of the Gestapo, Klaus Barbie. And it's a real story. It's a true story. It really happened. And this is his final moments and how silence prevailed. These are now the actual locations we're going to shoot in. I'll go through them later on other videos, but this is like what was the ideal locations that I wanted. So I can then show my producer and my production designer and be like, okay, so I want something like that. So this is from the movie Army of Shadows. Then you have like these hallways from different movies. This is the kind of mood I want. This is the type of elevator. And then there's also a sequence in the apartment and a sort of hotel apartment. And I wanted that to be kind of the look. And same thing here. This is from the Zone of Interest. And it's to show like a family moment with the Gestapo officer at the end. Character protagonist is going to be tortured. And then we have all the torture elements that would go with it. So I have this for references for my production designer. So he can go in and go, oh, okay. What is this? This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And for it to be as authentic as possible. So he has references. So that's mainly for the production designer, but it's also for the producers. There's also going to be a big dinner. It's kind of like a date type thing between the Gestapo officer and the resistance leader. It's like psychological torture that he's doing. And therefore, this is the kind of meal that they would have. So it's the kind of wine that they would have, the kind of glasses that they would have, so on and so forth. So it's really cool. It's a really, really cool folder that I recommend to anyone who's doing any film or any project really. And then in our next videos, we'll go through like shot lists and like